Evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Just doing my standard thing. If you wonder why I'm always looking down, I'm just briefly just going in to see and make sure that we're live. Some people will always question why I do that, but we've had it before. Not for a while. There we are. Good. Perfect. Because we we did have it. How many times we've, I don't know, not been for a while, but we've had issues before where it hasn't gone live, which has always been a bit of a pain. And the other thing we had once was like no sound and stuff. So that makes it a bit more of a challenge. Doesn't look like the system's going on too well. Just seeing I'm quite blurry, but I'm there. That's the important thing. Carol Conley's watching. It tells me. Evening, Rob says Highlander. Look at that. Evening to you too, dude. David Forrest is watching. Evening, says Carol. Um, Let me just get my chat on here. Good evening, everyone, and good luck, says Andrew. Good to see you, dude. Evening, everyone, and good luck, says Michael Kinney. See, this is the weirdest thing. So, this software tells me that Andrew said good evening, everyone, good luck. The phone turns around and tells me that Michael Kinney said evening, and but they don't both say the same thing. So, who knows? Exactly the same way. So, who knows why it's a bit um, blurrier tonight and not normally? I don't know. It's hard to keep up with the wonders that is Facebook. Should actually sometimes dive into YouTube, see if that's any different. Perhaps it is. Perhaps that gives a better look. In fact, why not? Let's just go to YouTube very quickly. Go to Whiskey Giveaway and see what it looks like. Whiskey Giveaway. Does it show me it's live now? I've never watched it. So yeah, so that's us on Whiskey on YouTube. It's it's about the same as Blurry. So maybe it is just a an issue with the broadband today. Who knows? Too many people at home. It's bank holiday weekend, using up broadband across the country. Maybe that's what it is. Um, First, we've got evening from Carol. Michael says good evening and good luck. It's fun. Come through this one. John, good evening and good luck to all. Good to see you, John. And Dave, good evening and good luck. Fingers crossed. And actually, yeah, it's been a busy week to be fair. Um, Mainly because of this. Um, this giant box is what everyone's interested in. I haven't opened it because the reason I haven't opened it to check it is because they come with this funky seal thing, and you can never seal it back up as nicely. So it looks that way. But that's the Macallan hiding away in there, ready to go off to someone. Obviously, that's a draw for next week. Um, and I apologise for the ticket price, but when you've got an £800 bottle, it kind of has to go up. Um, which is why we did the 49p one today, which flew off the shelves, quite frankly. The Torabeg went bananas. And I've been a big fan, as people on here will know, of Torabeg since it started. I think it's always good to have a bit of a challenger to some of the distilleries. So Talisker had Sky all to itself for too long, I think. So it's nice to have a bit of competition for it. Although I'm sure the guys at Talisker will maybe not agree with me on that one. Different, let's be fair. One's a bulk seller, one's a bit more niche, but it's good. I want to see how it evolves, to be fair, over the time. There's a few more. We've got Amateur, Best Deluxe face. I'm not sure who Amateur is, but it looks like Wayne's World's face. Um, Linda, good evening, good luck. Good to see you. Linda and John, evening all. Um, Dave Forrest, I've just seen come up and there, says, love the Charles Rennie Macintosh presentation. It does look good. I had, what was the one I got? A little while ago that they did the Blake. I did have the Blake. I got that one. I feel like if I want it in a ballot, so we got the that one, and that was cool. It was a nice, decent one, but it was they are nice. They're just £800 is a lot to invest in a whiskey, isn't it? Let's be fair. I mean, I don't know many people who can, unless it's an investment. You're not buying it for the whiskey itself, are you? I mean, what else could you get for 800? You could go to the supermarket and drink for 2 years on it, probably. Um, Michael is finishing his Balvenie 12 double wood with a punk IPA. That's a nice mix. Quite like that. Gareth says, evening, all good luck tonight. And Carol says, good luck to everyone in the draws. Carol has always got some very effective emoji skills, I think, as you can see there. She does well with emojis. And we've got 4 draws tonight. And actually, I didn't mean to overlap it in the same way, but we ended up with 2 49p's, didn't we? Because we had the first 49p we've ever done, which was the Siren Bay, and then today we did the Torre Bay for 49p. So yeah, so we got 2 49s, the Siren Bay and the Torre Bay. We got the Harris, their second release, which is their Oloroso. I haven't tried it. Um, the first release went bananas, especially if you can get those sort of early first, second, third releases. Um, so it'd be interesting to see how it comes across when it's got a sherry influence. And then we've got the Ardbeg 17, which I'm a big fan of Ardbeg. And the 17's been a classic for, well, it was a classic. And I think they're hoping for it to come back and be a classic again. So that is all good. That's all positive stuff out there. Let me just double check the chat. I think just looking at the order, I think we'll do. What do we normally do? We do Siren Bay, Harris, Ardbeg, and then we'll do the Torrebeg. Just because we usually leave the one day until the end. So let me just catch up on chats, see if there's anyone else there. I do have an evening all and good luck from Simon. I'll just check the Facebook feed. See, this is the weird thing, right? So Facebook has just popped up and told me Dave Forrest is watching. But the very first thing it told me when I first turned it on was Dave Forrest is watching. So who knows? You can't keep up with Facebook. It's a great place because everyone's on it, but some of the systems are rubbish. So what do we say we're going to do first? We're going to do Siren Bay, I think. Let's find out who's going to win this, shall we? So I need to share my screen. And I'm going to the spinning wheel. Should be loading up now. Now this one that's on the screen, and this is the Ardbeg 17, which I don't know if you can or can't see, but it should be in that top left-hand corner. And we're going to open up this Siren Bay. Now, the first thing you're going to see when it comes up is there's a lot of bits on the wheel. Because at 49p, there's a lot of tickets sold. So this is going to be the first. This will be impossible to read. It is impossible to read, as you can say. Obviously, the winner comes up quite cleanly. That's there. But what I might do is I'm just going to have to double check and make sure I can definitely read the second ones either side. I should do because I think the numbers are quite clear from my screen. I don't know how clear they'll be for you. You guys have probably got no chance whatsoever of seeing them. But I can do it. Don't worry. And we'll just double check it, and that way we can make sure that everyone's getting exactly what they're supposed to get, which is good. So first thing we do, as you all know, shuffle around, get these all horrifically mixed up. Perfect. And we need to make sure that they are at 40 seconds because randomly it's flipped back again. So that's good. Now, just obviously I'm gonna take a wild stab in the dark that this 49p one and the other one, because they sold, as you can tell by the number of slivers, quite a load of tickets. I'm assuming people are happy with the 49p ones, and that's something we should continue. I think I'm going to take it, unless anyone tells me otherwise. I'm going to take that as a positive sign, and we'll continue to do them. Let me just double check on the comments, and then I will let this one go. We'll find out who's going to win it. Let me just scroll to the bottom. I've got an evening, folks. Bit late tonight from Stuart Allen. John, just seen on Facebook a new release Irish whiskey called Titanic. Probably better taken straight and stay away from the ice. Yeah, it's I mean, it did come out of Belfast, wasn't it? But I'm not sure I would. I mean, there's obviously a joke about how easy it goes down. I don't know. It's probably not in the interesting. There has been, to be honest, there's been a few interesting Irish ones come up recently, but I find it difficult. People, if you take it by how much they vote for, by what they want to get, by how much they spend, whiskey outdoes Irish 10 to 1. So it's I will try and find the odd one that comes up, and we always usually do one on Patrick's Day, but we'll have to keep an eye and get something really good. So good luck, everyone. Let's find out who's going to win this. Here we go for the Siren Bay. We're off and running. I'm going to have to get my magnifying glass out and be ready to read this. Luckily, I have a 30 inch Is it 30 inch? At least 28 inch monitor. So it should be you see like a purple line where there's only a red and a blue and a red together, which is a bit confusing for my eyes. Right, starting to slow down. I'm not even going to try and guesstimate names because by the time they've gone past, they've gone. Let's see who it comes out as the winner. Stuart Allen, is this the first draw tonight? Yeah, this is number one. Righty Bites with ticket number 223. So you are the winner, Righty Bites, with ticket number 223. Either side I can see is ticket number. Well, I can see it looks like a 12, but I can see that it's MJ Kenny 22. So I know that's MJ Kenny 22. Now the one next to it is actually quite challenging to see. So let me just double check. So we're after 2, 2, 3 on this list. So as I go down the list on the left, so this list is in the same order as the wheel, if that makes sense. So 2, 2, 3. If I can find it, this is one of the problems with having so many. There we are. I think 2, 2, 3 Righty Bites. So there's the win. Next to it, you've got MJ Kenny 22. And then the other side of you have the Andy Wynn with ticket number 66. So there you are. Those are the winners. Righty Bites with ticket number 223. And the £5 website credit is one for the Andy Wynn, ticket number 66, and one for MJ Kenny 22. There we are. We got there. Bit of a challenge working that one out. We've never had that many entrants, which is why it's a bit of a challenge. Jamie, I must admit, I like the look of the Siren Bay over there. Do you know what I do? Do you know what, it's funny because I was trying to find one to 49p, and it's not always easy because, of course, I'm very keen on not having thousands of tickets. But if you went and took a £200 whiskey and then you tried to do it at 49 pence, you'd be in 4 figures of tickets quite quickly. So it's trying to find something that was great, but at a reasonable price. So it's good. Congrats, Righty Bites, says Andrew. John says, well done, Righty Bites. Gareth, congratulations. Stuart, congratulations. Jamie, congrats. So lots of people, congratulations. Congratulating, I should say, which is good. Let's move off this very, very small screen. I mean, we're going to come back to one of it eventually with the Torabeg. But for now, let's go back over and we're going to do the Harris. So let's do the Harris, the Oloroso. And we'll just open that wheel. So Harris Oloroso, not as many so we won't have to worry about too much chasing it down. Mix it all out. Just double check this for. See again, changed. Right, so that's good to go. I think everyone should be ready for the Harris draw now. I'm just going to check the comments. Just a few more well done's. Carol, well done. Obviously with a couple of emojis. Well done, says Dave. Andrew's got his drums going well for the next one, which is always good to see. So, Robert Miles, good evening, a little late tonight. I don't know if I saw that one before, but good to see you, buddy. So, I'm interested about this one actually because I quite like a sherry dram. So it's interesting to see what a new whiskey does when it gets to have a bit of time in that. Stratton's just about enjoying an innocent gun infused with Lafroig. Interesting. I think a few people went through that. In fact, there was a time, 2020, 21, maybe even 22, when you find those beers and stuff come up on auction sites. And David's just pointing out that he won the last one that we've got on here. So whatever that means, they'll lynch you again, Dave. They'll come off again if you win. So let's go and find out, Harry. So we're good. We're all ready to go. I just need to click the button. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. We're off and Okay, just starting to slow down now. Just starting to slow down. Still ticking over. Vic and I'm going to have to say, I quite almost agree with Linda Lockhart there, L Lockhart, because she was right on the line. I wasn't sure which one it was going to come up there, but L Lockhart, you get yourself £5 extra credit, as does S McMarron. S McMarron with ticket number 40. So once more, winning ticket 165, Vic Rahi, second place. So we call him that. For the £5 free website credit is 118, Linda Lockhart, L Lockhart, and 40 S. McMarron. There we are. Congratulations. A bottle of Harris is on its way to you. I feel Dave may have jinxed himself by putting that up there and making it sound like he was part of that. But congratulations, dude. Well done. Nice win, says Michael. Nice one, Vic, says Dave. Shannon, well done, folks. Congratulations. Thank you. That's very magnanimous of you, Linda. Good to see. And Andrew says, congrats, Vic Rahi. So we're all good. We're all good. We're up to date. We're getting there. And now it's time to go for the Ardbeg before I really have to start getting my eyes working to try and do that. I'm trying to work out if there's a way of making it a bit easier when I try and do those really, really high numbers draws, but I'm not sure off the top of my head that I could do that. So this was a more expensive ticket, £3.99, I think, for the Ardbeg 17. So much easier to see, much easier to see. So we're all on there, all the lists on the name. I managed to scroll off the page. So let's get it ready. Shuffle. And we're going to make it 40 seconds as per. Perfect. So we're all good. Let me just come back and check the chat. And just another congratulations from John. So we're good. Oh, and some congratulations from Gareth, from Robert, and some drums going. My drummer is still in full effect. Do you know what I did like? I saw someone pop up on the list today on the people who purchased tickets, and it's someone who some of the older people here might remember. I won't tell you his name, but I will tell you that we used to call him Carlbot. Carlbot. He used to be the fastest one at actually saying congratulations. He was super duper fast. But I saw that he bought tickets today. I haven't seen his name for a long time, so it's good to have him back in the fold. So yes, well done, Carlbot. Good to have you back. Let's find out who's going to win this, shall we? The Ardbeg 17. Here we go. We're off and running. Starting to slow down a bit now. I think this is going to stop where it's left there. Is it going to go further? Oh, another one. Another one. Landed on the wire. Pete Free Pete. There you are, dude. Ticket number 4. Pete Free Pete. Which is a ridiculously ironic name, Pete Free Pete, for an Ardbeg 17. But there are number 4, Pete Free Pete, and then next to it, David Evans, which I think is David Evans 1404 from memory, ticket number 101. You're getting a £5 credit. I thought you were going to just about sneak it there. And the other side is Adam E. Allen, I'm guessing. Adam E. Allen with ticket number 93. You've got a £5 website credit coming your way too. So well done to you. Got yourself a nice little bonus. Amir's just turned up. Hi, Amir. Good to see you, buddy. Great name. Congratulations, says Linda. Congratulations, says Michael. And congratulations, says Andrew. So we've got some good comments on there. I'd like to see it. As does John. Nice one, Pete Free Pete. Well done. I'm hoping you don't call yourself Pete Free Pete because you don't like peated whiskey, because I don't know if you've tried Ardbeg yet, but it may have a slight hint of peat in it. Just a bit of a bit of a warning for you that might be something to watch out for. Well done, Pete, says Robert. Well done, Pete, says Dave. Congratulations, says Gareth. So that brings us one left to do, which is the Torabeg. Today's one, now, again, I'm going to have to get my magnifying glass out to make sure I can do this effectively, because it has got a lot of entrance. You'll see it'll very quickly go hyper small. But I think at least we worked out last time that I can find it in the list on the right. So that is good to know. Let's shuffle these around. There we are, nicely mixed up. Just double check our 40. No, it's not working on that today, is it? Brilliant. So we're good to go on that one. Let me just check the chat. And scroll down to the bottom. I don't know if there's anything new there. Let me just check the Facebook stream, but no. Well, says Stuart, that's painful to try and read. It is really painful to try and read. The only advantage I have is you're probably watching it on an iPhone, which is like laughably small, even if I do it horizontally. My advantage is I do have it about that size. It's about the size as my head, I think, on my large monitor when I just have the main screen. So that is a little bit easier for me. As long as I can read one of the numbers nearby, I'll be able to work it out. So that's good. We're okay. Right. Last one of the evening. Carol, exactly. Carol, that's some top quality emoji game again. Coming in with the magnifying glasses. Well done. So, last one for the evening. Before I do, I don't know why I have to tell you this. I'm sure every one of you knows. There's a rather exclusive Macallan that's on the website at the moment. I am going to take off the sale price shortly, just so you know. So if you want to get some tickets, get it before I do. For your next 49p draws, you could try zooming in on the screen if it means we're only seeing the central strips. It's actually not that easy to zoom in. I tried that myself, and what it does is it automatically has been set up that way to try and zoom back out to the wheel. So all the text gets massive in like the table on the right hand side, but the wheel stays the same size, which is a bit of a pain. One thing to note, Rob, that the clapping and cheering obscures you announcing who has won. Do you know what? That's really interesting. So if I got here in customers, I think I can turn it off. So that's the ticking sound after spin. No sound. There we are. There we are. So I've turned it off. And do you know what? That's a really good thing that I've turned it off, because I get this really weird message. It's not really weird, I guess, but I put it out and then immediately get a thing on Facebook saying you've been found to breach copyright, and if you make any money out of that video, we're going to share it with the copyright owner. And I assume it's for the person who created that applause. So I'm more than happy for it to disappear, quite frankly. So we're all ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Everyone knows about the Macallan. Did anyone notice the Glenallachie that was on there as well? First one in the series. Probably going to end up being huge. Could end up being bigger than the Macallan. Just saying. It kind of went under the radar that it's there, but it's number one in the series. So just saying. We all know what happens to whiskey. Whiskey's coming down, but give it a number of years, it'll come back up. That's what it does. So good luck, everybody. Let's fire this off and find out who's going to get the Torabeg. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Again, I'm not going to try and guess because it goes down and really well, because I wish it to be difficult to do. And it's interesting to me because I get a slight delay. So this is the only thing. Facebook always give it some delay and stuff to make sure that it can turn me off if I do anything contentious or anyone contentious. So there's a little bit of delay. So I can see now that it's starting to slow. To John N. John N with ticket number 339. And no applause. There we are. So John N, ticket number 339. You're the winner. Well done, dude. And now I'm going to try and use my eyes to figure out who comes out next. So either side, we have above, I can see ticket number 178, the Bal Blair Witch Project. So we know that is, we know that John was on ticket number 339, I think it was. And below that, Stuart something. So tell you what, let's find 339. Wherever you are, 339. There we are. So it's Stuart J. McGregor. You've got a £5 website credit as well. So well done to you too. So John N, you won the Toro Beg with ticket number 339. Balware Bridge Project, you got ticket number 178. So you've got £5 website credit coming your way. And Stuart J. McGregor, you've got a £5 website credit coming your way. So we are all good. Let me turn on. Oh, I've got to get this right after cutting everyone off the other day. What have we done? So we talked about the McCallum's on there, the Glenalaki's on the site. Those are both there. We'll be joining them next weekend. I need to add another couple more on there. I'm going to probably add another 49p one, just so those there, just because people seem to like them. So why not? I'll do that. And yeah, I'm hoping you all have a wonderful bank holiday tomorrow. I know the weather's going to drop off, but it is a bank holiday in the UK, so what are you expecting? And we shall catch up next week. Have a lovely time, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.